Megan O'Boyle. I'm with the Phelan-McDermid Syndrome Foundation. We are a nonprofit started about 13 years ago for the support of families and research that have to do with Phelan-McDermid syndrome, the deletion of 22q13 and involvement of SHANK3 genes. Our group has accomplished a lot in terms of family support and research over the last 13 years, especially in research the last 3 years. As we've gotten to know other groups, though, we found that amongst the 7,000 rare diseases, many don't have support groups, and many that have come together and split apart. One thing I think is just really important for the rare disease community if we want to affect change legislatively and in the research realm is that we come together, not just as patients in one group, but as groups together to represent rare disease. We all represent very small, rare and ultra rare diseases. So to hear a loud voice, we really have to combine our voices. And the other thing is we need to learn from each other and stop doing things in individual circumstances. You know, one group does a registry, and then somebody else says, "How did you do it?" And they tell them how they did it, and then they try it, and so on. And it's just keeping things in cement. Things need to move forward in research, and in order for that to happen, we need some shortcuts, and we need some tutorials and toolboxes. And I think that amongst the various stakeholders and groups such as Global Genes Project, NOR, Genetic Alliance, resources such as the Rare Disease Report, and other networking groups, news groups, we can come up with the resources, divide and conquer in terms of establishing these resources, and help the families and the support groups move quicker. A perfect example of that is who needs a registry and how do you do it? Who needs to collect biosamples from their families, and how does that get done quickly and under the right IRBs? What's the importance of reaching out to families and having contact information down the road for pharmaceutical companies? How do you get a natural history done and funded? Resources in terms of funding are minimal to nothing for most groups. So to spend them on something that is reinventing the wheel seems pretty ridiculous. And that's just another reason why people need to come together and share their experiences. And the thing that people have to understand is we're not competing, and we are not, whether you're within two groups in the same disease or whether you're within the whole rare disease community. The collaboration will get us much farther and much faster.